First episode.
Well, you're going to lead it today, aren't you, really?
Well, why has it took so long for us to do the first episode, Finchy?
Well, I think it's because I work with a knob.
What is that? I'm guessing. Oh, hold on, Karen. So, right, hang on a minute. Let's break this down. I will openly admit, first one was my fault. Yeah.
Right.
No, third one was my fault.
Third one was your fault.
Right, I forgot to book the podcast room, didn't I?
Got to book the podcast room.
Right, but before that,
yes,
someone inconveniently turned 70 and buggered off with his pals to Dubai for a week.
Who's that?
So that got
I'm only 42.
And then we didn't get to, what you said, kept dressing up as an Arab in
but you wouldn't.
native country.
Yes, but you wouldn't put it on the podcast because you said it would be taken off air, which I did.
We've got to be politically correct in some of this. So politically correct.
I'll tell you what. Okay. Anyway, there's one thing we've got to say today is happy birthday to Professor Bland.
And happy 70th to Finchy.
That's good stuff. Yeah.
But it took my birthday to get you into this studio to get episode 1 done.
Oh, is it No.
No. We've got Christmas out the way. And then what happened? Chalmers and Floyd bugger off to Malaga. So what we have to now do is we've got 10 episodes to do in season 1. This is episode 1.
This is episode 1.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have to work around Chalmers' travel plans.
Chalmers' travel plans, yes.
Because, when's your next trip?
Well, I'll just tell you that my missus is A.K. Judith Chalmers, because all she does is book bloody holidays, which is great, because half the time she pays for me, which is absolutely brilliant. So that's why we call and they call me Finchy, A.K. Finchy, but then Keith Floyd, because I'm always having a drink when I'm cooking, so I'm called Finchy Floyd now, so that's it. And this is obviously Professor Bland, because he doesn't, I don't think he can read. But that's another thing.
Spooling mistakes.
Anyway, for your birthday, did you comb your hair with a toffee apple this morning?
Kind of, no. I've gone for a full Kim Jong-un cut.
Kim Jong-un, well, you look like him.
Thank you.
But that's good.
I'm just stepping in line with
it's either you combed your hair with a toffee apple or you're sleeping rough again. Which is it?
Both.
Anyway, I've got something for you for your birthday, actually, which is probably one of the dearest items I've ever purchased. Right. But I'd like you to have it.
Oh, well.
So, happy birthday! Happy birthday! One of the dearest items I've ever purchased: a plastic wine glass.
How much does that cost you? 800 quid?
2,000.
2,000?
2,000 friggin' quid for that, right? Would you like to tell everybody why that is one of the dearest friggin' items I've ever had to purchase for you?
Well, I think that is in keeping with the theme of what this first podcast is about, isn't it, really?
It is.
Because the first podcast is known as the Wanking Monkey and the C.I.A.
It is.
And it's to talk about our life experiences before we join forces.
Exactly.
To have this 10-year or last 12-year adventure.
Exactly.
So, and that is one of my previous adventures with your son.
Yes. Please tell more.
So, we would... all the nightclubs were putting out blanket bans for glass, weren't they? So we got teamed up with one of our pals, who's a now big international DJ. And they were all in it. His dad had a load of nightclubs in Newcastle. And everywhere was going polycarbonate.
Yeah.
So thought we were the first to market. We were going to get funding off the council, got investment, and we got 2,000 wine glasses and 2,000 pint glasses made. However, the pint glass, we kind of copied and pasted off someone else's website. Ironically enough, called the British Bun Company, DB, and they're still kicking around. Huge now. But we copied and pasted, and then next thing we know, we had a cease and desist?
Cease and desist. A patent breach.
A patent breach.
So, what did the ring? The ring Finchy.
Chris.
Yeah, me. Dad, I've got a problem here. Oh no, what is it now? Patent breach, right? Okay. So the lawyers cost us just under $2,000 to get you out the shite.
Yes.
So, in my dearest plastic wine glass I've ever bought in my life. I think it was 1,960 quid. All right, there you are. You can have the frigging thing back. It's yours.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Can I have a glass of red scoosh for that later on for my
Good.
birthday?
Thought you'd enjoy that.
So, and that kind of gets us on to the next adventure, because I kind of had adventures with Chris, your son, before me and you, like I said, before me and you joined forces and caused chaos. So after this, after it cost you a load of money, I think we probably came to you for some money again.
Probably. Sounds like you and me son.
We needed a couple of flights over to India.
That's correct.
Because one of our other pals had a dad in the steel industry and had word that there was a lot of scrap steel on a port in Iraq from the Second Iraq War. So this is my part of the of the title. So me and your son, no, it was me and Greavesy went out to India for 4 days. Stayed in a lovely place. Had a couple of servants through one of my wife's agents over there. And yeah, there was something crazy, like 1 million tons of steel a month to export for recycling for 12 months. And we were going to make $2 a ton. That was the big one.
It was the big one. I remember that.
Thank you, Finchy. You paid for my flight seat. You backed the horse again.
Backed the horse. But it didn't get past anyway. It didn't get past the finish line. That's the main thing.
We got gazumped by the Yanks in the last minute, in the 40th hour, and we also got attacked by a wanking monkey. So,
pray tell, would you want to demonstrate? Or?
And we've got pictures. So anyway, so we go down. We sit down with this guy, Mr. Hans, and he was from Steel, what they called Steel Town in India. He knew all the smelting plants and stuff like that. It was in the time when, it was back in like 2010, I think, and it was the time when Skype had just come out. None of this Zoom or Teams or anything like that.
Yeah.
And it was when Skype had just come out. So we sat there with the Indians, me and Greavesy. So I'm kind of dark-skinned. Greavesy just is blonde hair, pale skin, looks like a proper Brit. Anyway, so they weren't really focused. They didn't really, I had to get my passport out with every time I spoke to the Indians. Because Indians and Arabs don't get on. And they had, for some reason, thought that I was an Arab national. So I had to prove with my passport. Every meeting we went to, I had to get my passport. Where are you from? There's my UK passport. Right, okay. So anyway, they said, right, obviously, biggest question, is this deal real? Is the steel real? Where's the scrap steel? Can we see it? Like, yeah, no problem. So we dialed into Baz Report through Skype, and we had to get the Iraqis to hold up the daily newspaper with timestamp, stamped and stuff like that. So we were like, right, okay, that's good, but it's a lot of steel, it's a lot of money, it's a big deal. I mean, it was a big deal for everyone. So they looked at me, and obviously it was fresh from the Second Iraq War. So they look across the table at me and Greavesy, and they go, so you guys ex-military? Kind of right on cue, didn't even look at each other. Just it was a nudge of the legs under the table. I went, yep. So they went, right, okay. Can you you're used to you can use weapons? Yeah, no problem. Right, would like to go and see it. We're like, all right, okay. No problem. Can you arrange that for us? Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Just give us a bit of time. So they left the room for 40 minutes. Like, what have we just got ourselves into here? So we got the laptops up, got on. I think we worked out we could get the four of us there. It was going to cost about £90,000 because you had to fly from Dubai.
90,000 quid?
Dubai to Kuwait, right? Had to go Kuwait, had to go over the border in a helicopter, had to hire security and armoured vehicles to get to Baz Report. So it was more the entourage that you were paying for.
I didn't pay for that, did I?
No. It was so, I might have my number, it was between 60 and 90, it was something ridiculous that we worked out. It was a guesstimate, because I mean, we didn't have a Scooby, we just said, yeah, we could do it. But with rough numbers, it was something extortionate.
Mad.
And straight away, obviously, we put it to our Indian colleagues, and we said, look, That's what we think it's going to cost to get there. Fully tooled, you'll be protected. We'll go there. We'll go meet the guys who we've just had on screen. And obviously they balked at the price and said, no, right, okay, we'll trust you, we'll believe you. That's okay. Come on, let's go and see the smelting plants. We've got 4. And so it's a 4-hour drive, no roads. It was brutal. I mean, we nearly like head-on collisions. There's like no like one-way system. It was just carnage. These mud roads. It's like a motorway, but just mud. Bloody school buses coming at you the lot. So anyway, we get there. Had a couple of stops at the Indian service stations, shit in a hole, that type of thing. And the first smelting plant we went into, walk in, and there's a monkey up on the wall beasting himself. So Greavesy goes, "Fuck it, why I look at that monkey? He's pulling his blood." So
read us why.
He was just on a walk.
Monkey reader.
He was just on his walk. So then we obviously the tourists get the cameras out, try, look at this, the lads, I love this, Miv, I love this. So we get the cameras out, and then Greavesy goes in and starts attacking him. So we have to get the monkey off him, and then we go and see the rest of the smelting plant. So that was my part of the we got attacked by a wanking monkey.
You're wanking monkey.
Trying to sell.
Is that it?
Trying to sell
Is that
steel
it?
from the.
You've gone right the way through just to tell us we're a wanking monkey.
Yeah. So that was one of they're my adventures before we joined the force.
Well, Sam, I'm a bit older and you've had a few. One of the big ones, I think you've got the C.I.A. is down for me, have you?
The C.I.A., but I don't know whether it's the right terminology, but please do explain.
Maybe Homeland Security.
Homeland Security. Either way,
just after
involved in a red pen.
just after 9/11, I was in New York, flew from New York into Seattle to come home. I was doing a job up there as well with Microsoft. And prior to that, I was in a very strange place. With Tehran.
Are you allowed there?
I was in, I can't. I was in Tehran with the government,
yes.
Our government,
yeah,
basically. And before I went and asked me to go, I said, "Look, mate, I can't go." This was Jack Straw, actually, his office. And he said, "Look, I want to go." He says, "I want you to go out." And I said, "Okay, right, okay." I said, "But look."
So that's the Labour government, Jack.
That would be Labour government at the time. And it's a long time ago. So I got in touch with the British Embassy, the whole lot over there. And I had a phone call.
Right.
And the next morning, you've got to be at home at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And a new passport turned up, so I had 2 passports. So just remember, we're after 9/11 at this point. And believe it or not, the UK government, and I don't care who knows this, give a huge amount of our data to Homeland Security.
After 9/11.
After 9/11.
Yeah.
So anyway, the Americans were in disarray. They were looking at your laptop and everything, They were looking at your eyes and everything to see what you're doing on. So anyway, I was trying to come home business class from Seattle into Amsterdam back to the Toon. So I got to the desk and this woman said, "Stay there, Mr. Johnson. Can I have security at the desk?" So I had a gadget at the desk, an American guy, and they said, "Don't move, we've got to stay here. And if you do move, he might use force against it to stay there." I said, "Hold on a minute, what's going on here?" Then she said, "Where's your other passport?"
Boom.
Boom. Boom. So anyway, that was like, well...
What were you thinking when that was going on?
I'm thinking, why? How the fuck do they know I've got 2 passports? When I'm British, I'm not American. I've got no ties with America, the whole lot. And she had to make about 10 phone calls. And then she looked at me and she said, "This man's going to take you to the plane. Get straight on it. Thank you very much, Mr. Johnson." And I think it's shit. And it's not a commercial disaster as such, but it's like, whoa, what the hell is going on? So this is the history of what we've got and what we did. So I hope that helps and just tells you what happened.
The point being is that you were there you were on a delegation with the UK government. That's why you had 2 passports.
Well, I'll tell you why the commercial disaster was, because we did a canny job in Tehran.
Yeah.
And we actually had an Iran desk.
Yeah.
In the Toon. Right. So people would come to us, but all of a sudden I get a call. I used to get calls every Sunday morning over the satellite from...
Your very first call from Jack Straw, what happened on a Sunday morning?
No, it was in the office.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. And I just thought, somebody's taking the piss here. Who's this? I said, fuck off, and put the phone down. Then the receptionist said, "You've got to ring that one back." And it's basically it. Then he passes on to his office and said, "We want you on this delegation." However, it was a big commercial disaster for me because we set a lot of stuff up in Iran.
Yeah.
I got a call from the British Embassy in Iran and said, Don't come back. Don't put any money in. The regime's going to change. It's going to go tits up as far as we're concerned.
Yeah.
You're nacked. So that was a massive commercial disaster for me.
So because of 9/11 and the second Iraq War stopped you going, and then I tried to pick up the pieces.
It wasn't the Iraq War. It was a change of regime
right, okay,
in Iran, which was totally anti-West.
Right.
But before that, it was quite good. But then we had loads going on. Oil down the Straits of Hormuz. We were going to be a legend here, a legend there.
You had a minder over there, didn't you?
I had a minder. I couldn't get across the roads.
What was your minder called?
Iran. Iran Deuce, his name was. And he was
called him once, didn't we?
Aye.
4 or 5
Majid
years
Iran Deuce.
Majid,
And he used to pick us up. Okay, Mr. Pete. And I'm thinking the roads were shit because the cars would go anywhere they wanted to get through, even on the pavements.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, what's going on? I can't do this. I'll get run over. And he used to grab us by the scruff and I can drag us across the road. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Good stuff. But that's history, which is great stuff. And a bit of commercial disasters.
And then we joined forces back in 2013.
Just before that, yeah.
That was when you formed M Connected.
Yeah.
You sold out your business.
I sold out of my business, yeah.
I left what I was doing.
Yeah.
And we got together and then started investing. Well, you invested in certain technologies, didn't you?
We did, yeah. We looked at loads of tech.
And
together, really, actually, after that point.
Yeah, that's where all the satellite tech started.
The satellite stuff started at that point, yeah.
Yeah, so... Well, that's pretty cool.
We're probably off piece now, Karen.
A little bit. What about your iPod speakers?
The iPod speakers. Yeah, QVC. I had a guest appearance on that. Did you know that one?
Did I? I thought they were hair straighteners.
No, we were doing hair straighteners. But then it was when those Bose speakers came out. The
big ones. It looked like a sandwich.
Yeah, where you put your iPod in.
Yeah.
So we found a factory in China and we started developing our own brand for it.
Uh-huh.
And then I didn't know developed our own brand. What do we do? Where do we sell them to? So I just chucked a load of feelers out to, I think, the big retail companies, and the one that came back was QVC, which was quite big at that time. So we're talking 20 years ago now.
Okay, then can I just ask and cut you short? How many did you sell on QVC?
Live?
No.
So I did a live show. Everyone's trying to ring us. The lads stayed up all night to watch it because it was 9 o'clock in the morning. Name dropped all the lads' names in on the live show. Sold fuck all. Sold absolutely fucking none. But then we did sell
Is that an all-time bum record for QVC, do you think?
Probably.
Guinness Book of Records made for that. Definitely.
Probably, but they did sell the allocation in the end. They had to get another actor in to do the...
Oh, really?
They had to scrap the live show and put another guy.
Okay, can I ask you a question? How many times when you're on that interview on QVC did you say stuff?
Stuff. Oh, probably a lot. So...
Right, blandly, every time we spoke up some of these highfalutin calls, I used to put in, yes, we can do this and stuff.
Right.
He was legendary for saying stuff.
Stuff, right. So I think, because I've noticed I say a lot, so and stuff.
That's your brain's kicking in.
So why don't we agree to every podcast, every episode, we pick a charity, and every time I've said or stuff, I will donate. We'll start off with £1 because I'm pretty skint at the minute.
Call it 50 pence.
50 pence.
No, I tell you what, mate, 10 pence, because I'll tell you it'll be in hundreds. Hundreds of quid before you get her here.
Name a charity and I'll donate. We'll go back after this and we'll count it. Name a charity and I'll...
But there you are.
But you can't just sit there going...
No, there you are. 10 pence. 10 pence, Karen.
Right, name a charity. Karen, have you got a charity you'd like to... And after this, I will donate that money to...
Let's do dementia.
Dementia, yes.
There you are.
Good charity. My mum's, pretty ill with that, so...
Okay.
Right. We'll do it.
Dementia.
One to Alzheimer's.
We don't know it. We'll find it.
Alzheimer's.
All right, okay.
Right. That's a
good stuff. I like it. So that's it. We're sponsoring a charity, which has been good for our first podcast, which is great.
Yeah, and we'll do it every one moving forward. And so...
Good.
That was where we met, how we met. And then...
Do you want to talk about some other people who've had disasters, like Richard Branson or...
Well, this is the thing as well. Right, so we get categorized as entrepreneurs. Don't. Well, exactly. But no. But I don't think myself as one. I'm not one. You've got the T-shirt. You can say you are one.
Possibly.
But how do you define it? What defines an entrepreneur? Because you've got the T-shirt. You've made a mill, lost a mill, made another mill, lost another mill. Then you met me.
Then lost a hell lot more.
And then life went twist.
That's what it is.
But I've probably got the cap, the socks.
You'll get the T-shirt soon.
I haven't
mate.
got the T-shirt.
You'll get it soon.
So I would say, me personally, and this is my own preference, my own thought on it. Unless I've made a mill or a good, nice life, then I can say I'm an entrepreneur and I've made it.
I think being an entrepreneur is you see something and you say, okay, that's in the market now. I could probably do better.
Yeah.
Or it's not in the market now. Let's bring it to the market.
Yeah.
And I think that's where an entrepreneur is. And it's a risky business.
Yeah.
An entrepreneur. You either use your money, use somebody else's money. And if you lose somebody else's money, it's not a good place.
Yeah.
So I think that's where entrepreneurship is. Are you born one? Or you just... Do you know why I thought just starting stuff for myself was good? I was working with arseholes.
Yeah. Right.
And I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, why am I working with these people?
Aye.
I can do much better than this.
Yeah.
Much easier than these people who are tapping on the table and saying, get this done. Fuck that.
We don't like
tapping on the table, do we?
No,
we don't like that at all. So
Professor Bland gets angry on the top of the tables. Snot comes out.
She doesn't work like that. And you just think, what a pack of arseholes. And why are they doing it like this when I'm trying to tell them to do it better?
Yeah.
No. Sonia, that's one of the reasons why. But I think it's a way we think.
Yeah.
It's a way we think. Who we work with, who we've worked with in the past,
where
we're seeing the problems of what we've got and think, hold on a minute, I could probably go to market like that.
Yeah.
So I've raised money for companies, I've raised money for myself.
Yeah.
I've worked with lots of companies, being chief exec, as you know, and things like that. So that's where we are. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's crazy because, like we said before, we said in the pilot, and this may be going a bit off piece, but I mean, yesterday I was at a friend's funeral and I met an old colleague that we'd worked with. And, he was the head of security for one of the big freight companies, global freight company, which we've mentioned in the past. And we did a lot of work for them. We did a lot of work. And, we went above and beyond. And he said, you know what? And he came over to us, made a beeline for us, which was really nice. We've got that reputation, highly regarded in the innovation sector. And he's like, oh, how's things going? Still going good. He said, you know what? We never developed all the work you guys did. We did about 5 or 6 projects. He went, they just sat on someone's desk somewhere still. I know. We as a company are nowhere further forward. And that, you're talking 2016. 2016, when we did an anti-hijack. So that was one of the first. So we could probably start moving into one of the first areas. And it was one of the first projects we did with that new company you invested in. Yeah. With satellite technology. And again, this was quite interesting because didn't we get some so it was a tracking system, used direct satellite, and the idea was trucks were getting hijacked all over Europe, and they were coming in with jammers, taking the cargo, stuff like that. But what we could do was bypass the jam, wasn't it?
Yeah. Because what they're doing in the trucks, they were jamming 4G, 5G.
Yeah.
Or they're waiting for the truck to move into, say, an area, say Belgium and Germany, where there was no signal.
It was the borders.
It was the borders.
Downtime.
So what we're doing, the crims were hitting the trucks then.
Yeah.
Because then the guy in the cab couldn't radio out.
Yeah.
So what we did, we proved that we could, if 5G, 4G was jammed, we could go straight through satellite. And the box wasn't massive. It's not like a big... There's not a big radar dish anymore. It's small. So we proved that. So we did that on the night
with the gentleman I met yesterday. So we got didn't we get a jammer off the black market? It was an industrial jammer. It was similar to what Gaddafi's boys used to use.
I used 3.5 grand. It had these aerials.
All the antennas.
So anyway, we tested this on the back of our truck, and I said to Blandy, you got a bad heat.
Oh yeah, it was like tin hat moment.
We should have had with tin foil hats on. We should have. Well, we tested it in a car park, and there's people going, the phones are fucking dead. Hello.
So anyway, on this proof of concept, right? On this proof of concept, we went to the depot, the freight logistics depot. We were with the security director. Pete was in his car. I was in the pickup with the illegal jammer on the back. In the back, when they turned it on, I felt ill. But I had the iPad and the laptops proving that the signal still got up. So we convoyed out of this out of the depot. Big 40-foot truck in yellow and red.
Yeah.
Got on the A19, just down here in Teesside. Got on the A19. So it just looks proper dodgy because the truck was driving along the A19. Then all of a sudden, he was in a blacked out Q7. Security director of the freight logistics company was in a blacked out Mercedes, and we were in a blacked out pickup truck with these massive antennas on the back. Then all of a sudden, in convoy, we pull out, barricade this truck in, pull it into the lay-by, and then we were replicating the
hijack, yeah.
And then so we got it in the lay-by just before the Craythorne turn off, and would have to happen. Who would be passing? Bloody traffic police.
It was a highway agency pulled in. In a big truck.
And they come out, and we've got the driver out. The drivers make a call. We're noting all this, logging it, and the traffic police come out. They're legging it down. What's going on? What's going on? Well, they're trying to signal out as well. They kind of get comms out.
Isn't it? The say comms. What are you doing, lads? What are you doing?
Yeah. We're like, oh no, it's just an experiment. It's just an experiment. Luckily, the ex-director, well, he was ex-police, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
So he just said, look, this is who I am, blah, blah, blah. And we're kind of, right, okay, get on your way. But that was a moment and a half.
Well, we're just coming back to great commercial disasters. And we've been doing some research right we're back to the 1700s, really, haven't we?
Yes.
Now, I don't know if everybody knows this, but at one point, tulip bulbs were currency.
Fuck off.
I'm not kidding you, right? Now, if you think about, I'm going to just describe this to you.
Right,
tulip bulbs
and
crypto at the minute. Now, hold on, let's see what's going on.
So you're saying tulips are like crypto or not?
Yes, in 1600s, everybody, in Blackadder's day, when he was getting Mrs. Miggins for his pie,
right,
they would use tulip bulbs, and tulip bulbs were so rare. Everybody was trying to buy them. So the price of them went ridiculous.
Right, well.
1600s. That's 1700s.
Right.
And what happened after that? It just all fell away. So somebody made huge amounts of money.
Trading tulip
bulbs as currency.
Bloody hell.
Can you believe that? Now, if you think about it, there's nearly a very loose sort of link.
Yeah.
With now crypto. Now, if you look at crypto, it's gone through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
Some of it hasn't, some of it hasn't.
Yeah.
But it's starting to tailor off.
Yeah.
It is starting to tail off, but it's not mainstream like tulip bulbs were at one point. But it's very similar, isn't it? If you think about it, isn't it daft?
Well, yeah, I mean...
So, the great commercial disaster, the tulip bulbs just dropped and nobody would use tulip bulbs anymore. So some fucker was sitting on a room full of tulip bulbs worth a huge amount of shekels and they couldn't fucking sell it. So they're going to get the tulips in the spring, but that's it. That's it.
I'd say classes, polycarbonate glasses, a bit like tulip bulbs. We're sat on thousands of these still. Because there's fortunes in storage.
Yeah. Mad. So, crypto or crypto. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did some, well, everybody knows this because I think everybody in their history, or most people anyway, have had some shit.
Yeah.
Now you've pulled a couple of guys that you thought it's recent history, which is Branson. You looked at
Branson, yeah. I mean, my only experience with Branson is he got me into a lot of debt.
Virgin money.
Wait, and you still helped me with that as well.
Tell you what, if you can carry the tape, I can break it up and get my money back.
I remember being a student. And look at Branson. Yeah, he diverted. I think his biggest shit show was his Coca-Cola brand, wasn't it? But
did he not do time?
He do what?
He did time, I think.
Did he?
I think so. I might be wrong. So if you're listening, Richard, I'm very sorry if I'm wrong. But I think he got done for vodka.
Really?
I think it was a VAT problem, and I think he got his collar. He got his collar. I'm sorry, do not sue us. I've got no fucking money, mate. I think I'm just gonna check if that's in real.
Well, no, in fact,
he's never
gone to jail. No, he wrote. when I was a student,
He's not being convicted. Right, apologise, it's not you.
but when I was a student, he robbed me blind because he gave us my first credit card was a Virgin credit card, 15 grand limit. He gave us straight off the bat. I mean, who does that? And then obviously, so then when me and Chris, me and your son were going out on a weekend, he's like, "Oh, is tonight on Branson?" We're like, "Yeah, that was the code.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight's on Branson. Take me credit card out." Maxed it within months. But no, I think
So what was his commercial disaster then?
well, he's had a few, and I think the Coca-Cola one was shocked. That cola was shite, but he's put his hat in the ring on that. But that's the case. It's putting your hat in the ring. It's putting your hat in the ring on things. I know exactly, and then also, and this kind of maybe.
Was that like a catalogue?
Or was that sex dolls, blow up dolls?
Was that? Could you pick one from the catalogue?
I tell you what, you've seen some of this. Have you seen some of the sex dolls now? They do all sorts for you. They're mad. No, I'm not that type of guy. But no, so
you can't get them in restaurants. You
know. What?
You can't have them sitting next to you in a restaurant.
Yeah, because some people do, you know.
You joke.
No, they do. They do. And apparently the VR headsets, you can get some realistic stuff on there and all. I've been told. I haven't experienced it myself, but I've been told. But yeah. So
he's done. If you think about him, he's done lots of stuff.
But he's put his hat in the ring, and it kind of gets us on to kind of the last bit, because I know what you usually want to do, but you haven't done your homework, and it's not ready yet. Your wheel of shite.
Wheel of shite.
So until we've got wheel of shite ready,
it'll be there. Yeah.
Right, we'll have wheel of shite. We're gonna have knob of the week.
Knob of the week.
So, and this gets us on to, I think we both know who, in the big grand scheme of things, in the modern news, who's knob of the week this week.
Please.
Well, it's got to be Donny T, Annis.
Donny T.
But I was thinking about this, right? Because we're like, right, he's hoying commercial hand grenades around everywhere. But I was thinking about this last night, right? He's been outrageous this week. But break it down. And he's just gone in like you would usually do in any business. He's highballed them. Right, I'm going to take over this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And that's what you do on a business deal in general, isn't it? You go in high and you can always come down.
It's a bit different because he's the most powerful man in the world. But I tell you what, listen to Diaper Don last night. I couldn't believe it because there was a Democratic guy there.
Right. Yeah.
And he basically, before Trump started speaking, said, Europeans, I've got a new present for you. I'm going to get knee pads for you. All of you. So when you're bending down to Trump and go, yes, sir, it doesn't hurt your knees. He says, you lot want to fucking back up and stop panting down to Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Now, you're right. He's gone on a high board, but he's gone over and over above.
Yeah, I mean, brutally high. But he's completely back down now.
But it's not right.
And NATO have stepped up a bit and said, look, hang on a minute.
We don't know about the deal yet.
Yeah.
We're done. But there's a deal on the table. But he goes to the nth degree to come back. And I don't know what it means to electorate in America where you go right up there and go, all right, that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't work for me.
Yeah. It's daft aggression, isn't it? Because they'll have a benchmark somewhere where they want to be. But he goes in.
What he forgets is he's representing the people of America.
Yeah. And meant to be the most powerful man in the world.
But what he's doing is he's representing himself.
Yeah.
And I think he's lost it from that point.
I mean,
so knob of the week.
Knob of the week, Donald Trump. And if he wasn't, this is where I've got a bit of admiration for him, because if he had not got that second term, he'd be banged up and he'd probably be another Epstein. Because they'll have that much shit on him. And he fought and he got that second term. So hats off to him. If he didn't do it, he would have been banged up and there would have been all sorts against him.
Well, that's in conjecture. So go watch that one as well. So, Mr. Branson, I'm sorry.
And
Donald Trump, I'm sorry about that because you're not Epstein.
No, I mean, as in not in that way, but he would have been taken out, or he would be in prison somewhere doing a lot of time, I would say.
Yeah, well, you might be right.
Yeah.
You might be right.
Yeah, wait, Diaper Don, don't come bomb my house, please. My house is not another Greenland.
I'll go back to America next year. Sorry, let me in. Well, let me out now. which is amazing. No, but it's been good. This is the first one.
This is the first one. Once we get more organised, I think Karen's going to set some emails up. So eventually, if we do get listeners, then listeners can email us in about their commercial disasters.
I've got some competition actually.
Why?
Because Ant and Dec are doing one as well.
Couple of
Ant Dec, we'll give you some tips.
Well, we have been referred to. No, we've been referred to as the Ant and Dec of the commercial world when we're on our travels. Two little Geordie Ewoks with big farriers. So, well, yeah, if they want to come in, great. But we will be getting guest speakers on as well.
And guest speakers, yeah, good.
So I think next week, next episode, we will announce our first guest speaker.
Yeah.
And I think you've been asked to go on your own podcast.
I'm on a podcast for AI.
For AI.
Yeah, in March. Yeah. Through, so we're getting Terry in. Terry Mack. Yeah, he'll be coming in. He's part of the government, so I'm doing one.
The lowlights. He loves a pint.
He loves a pint of the lowlights, like pint. No, I think we're in the university, but no, cool. You know, it's good. Now, I think another thing I would like to talk about, and just briefly, I don't know what time we've got, is AI.
Yep.
Now we're going to do a full one on the Zuckers want to be focused. Is there a full one?
That's going to be a full podcast on it. We don't know what episode it'll be. Could be the next one. Could be. Let's have a think about it. But yeah, we've worked with that many AI spin-outs from universities.
Mark Zuckerberg
and Musk.
And Zuckerberg is the one. So the way we've worked with the AI guys, they all want to be Zuckers. They've all got the ego. They've all got the ego. They've got knee commercial clout. Not much. Nah.
And some of them are just legends in their own minds before they become legends.
But it's changing, which is going to be a good one.
Yeah,
because all of a sudden there's been chunks and chunks and chunks of money in some of the big organisations, and also the backtracking. Some of the AI's not happening properly, and we were told just before Christmas by some really good within the AI marketplace in some of the big companies, 180,000 redundancies.
Yeah.
Now there's a way AI is working. And it's changing drastically, and that'll be something we can talk about. And I'll give you a little heads up
because we may have some technology of our own that we can talk about for that.
If we could, yes.
On some projects we're working on.
Yes, we are working on projects.
So we're not completely useless.
We're nearly useless.
I think we're good. So I think we're just
I keep telling my missus about what we're doing in good
Chalmers.
And what she says is basically the good statement is behind every good man, there's a woman who rolls her eyes.
Absolutely.
Not a kid.
And we need some of these projects to start coming in because Chalmers needs holidays paying for.
Stop talking shit.
Stop talking shit and just make some money. I'm not daft. Right. I think that's great.
People have enjoyed. Follow and share.
Follow and share, yeah. If people have enjoyed, follow and share.
What's that
Spread the word.
Oh, yes.
On all the socials.
All right. So anyway, this is the
first podcast, first official.
Where you can see us on where you get your podcasts. So it's great commercial.
Shopify.
Yeah.
Shopify, YouTube, and shout out to our digital partners, C.I.A, who are part of our production team.
Yeah.
They've done a cracking job, although Finchy's not happy with them. Well, not because you're doing all that. You're dancing around like an Arab, and they're not putting your stuff up.
I know.
So Chris, however, we'll have to have we'll have a word with Chris. But now, C.I.A, great company, digital company, C.I.A. Right. Well, I suppose we've probably broke a few legal boundaries on this anyway. So.
And I'm in court next week.
C.I.A. Right, I think we're done. You're going to take me for a birthday beer.
Yes, I am.
Going to get me smashed up.
Yes.
And then chuck us off home.
Good stuff.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Right.
Karen as well. Thank you, Mary.
Karen.